Welcome, dear viewers, to another electrifying recap from your favorite TV Days Drama Digest channel. Buckle up as we dive deep into the heart-pounding events of Days of Our Lives from August 13th, 2025. Today's episode was a roller coaster of revelations, emotional confrontations, and simmering mysteries that left us all on the edge of our seats. If you missed the episode or simply want to relive the drama, we've got you covered with every juicy detail, expanded and amplified for maximum impact. Let's unravel the tangled web of secrets, suspicions, and surprising tenderness that define today's show. The hypnosis bombshell, EJ's memory and Marlena's dilemma. The episode opened with a courtroom aftermath that crackled with tension. EJ DiMera, ever the enigmatic figure, had undergone hypnosis in a desperate bid to uncover the truth behind the shooting that nearly claimed his life. The stakes couldn't be higher. Johnny DiMera, EJ's nephew, stood accused, and the truth hung precariously in the balance. Under Marlena Evans' expert guidance, EJ's hypnosis session yielded a shocking revelation. Johnny was innocent. The shooter was a woman. This bombshell sent ripples through the courtroom, but it was only the beginning of the drama. As the dust settled, Belle Black Brady, ever the protective sister and sharp-witted attorney, cornered Marlena outside the courtroom. Her eyes burned with curiosity as she pressed for details about the hypnosis session. Marlena, bound by her professional ethics, deflected with a cryptic, "I can't say anything." Her voice was steady, but her expression betrayed a flicker of unease. Enter EJ, striding in with his signature blend of charm and menace, his tailored suit a stark contrast to the chaos of his inner world. He waved off Marlena's concerns with a magnanimous gesture, declaring, "You can talk to anyone you want. You've been served." The air grew thick with anticipation as Marlena revealed that EJ wanted her to testify about what he'd disclosed under hypnosis. Belle, her legal instincts kicking into overdrive, leaned in. "Was there a breakthrough?" she asked, her voice laced with hope. EJ's response was both tantalizing and frustrating. "I remember who didn't shoot me." The statement hung in the air like a storm cloud, promising answers yet delivering none. Marlena, her brow furrowed, probed deeper. "Why can't you remember who the gunman was, EJ? Could it be someone you know well? Someone you're involved with?" Her words were careful, but they cut like a scalpel, exposing the possibility of a deeper connection to the shooter. Belle, ever perceptive, seized on the idea. "Is it possible you're subconsciously protecting someone?" she asked, her gaze darting between EJ and Marlena. Marlena nodded slowly. "It's a possibility," she admitted, her voice heavy with the weight of her own suspicions. The exchange left everyone, and us, reeling. Who could this mysterious woman be? And why was EJ's mind shielding her identity? As Belle departed, her mind no doubt racing with theories, Marlena and EJ shared a quieter moment. Marlena, ever the compassionate matriarch, thanked EJ for his gentleness with Rachel, Belle's daughter and EJ's niece. "I'd never attack my niece," EJ replied, his tone softening for a rare moment. But the tenderness was fleeting. Johnny, still shaken by the trial, admitted he'd confronted EJ with a gun in a moment of rage, a confession Rachel could corroborate. The revelation added another layer of complexity to the already fraught family dynamics. EJ, undeterred, pressed Marlena for another hypnosis session, his eyes glinting with determination. But Marlena, her professional instincts overriding her curiosity, shut him down. "It wouldn't be worth it," she said firmly. "My testimony should create reasonable doubt in the jury's minds." Her words were a lifeline for Johnny, but they did little to quell EJ's growing frustration. As Marlena walked away, EJ's expression darkened. "You don't want me to remember, do you?" he called after her. Then, in a moment that sent chills down our spines, he asked, "Do you think it was Sammy?" Marlena's response was swift and unequivocal. "No," she said, her voice steady but her eyes betraying a flicker of doubt. As she left, EJ stood alone, his mind churning. In a whisper to himself, he mused, could it have been Belle? The question lingered like a ghost, haunting the scene and setting the stage for future confrontations. Was EJ protecting someone close to him, or was his mind playing tricks? The mystery of the shooter deepened, leaving us all desperate for answers. Javi's past. A heart-wrenching revelation elsewhere in Salem, the episode peeled back the layers of Javi Hernandez's troubled past, delivering a gut punch of emotion that left us reaching for the tissues. Rafe Hernandez, Javi's brother, opened up about the pain of giving up his son, David. The conversation unfolded in the dim glow of the Hernandez family home, where shadows seemed to mirror the weight of their shared history. It's nothing compared to what you went through, Rafe said, his voice thick with empathy. Javi, his eyes distant, nodded. It feels like a lifetime ago, he murmured, but the pain in his voice told a different story. It never goes away, Rafe countered, and Javi's quiet "no, never" echoed with a rawness that cut to the core. The camera lingered on a faded photograph on the mantel, a younger Javi cradling a baby wrapped in a pink blanket. The image was a silent testament to a loss that still haunted him, a wound that time had failed to heal. The scene was a masterclass in understated drama, with every glance and pause laden with unspoken grief. Javi's past, once a shadowy footnote, now loomed large, promising to shape his future in ways we can only imagine. Was the baby in the pink blanket a clue to a larger story? Could Javi's pain resurface to complicate his relationships in Salem? The episode left us aching for more, our hearts tethered to Javi's quiet suffering. Chad and Kat, a feverish connection in a lighter, but no less compelling subplot. Chad DiMera found himself on the receiving end of some tender care, courtesy of Kat Green. The episode took us to Chad's cozy apartment, where the air was thick with the scent of chamomile tea and the faint hum of concern. Kat, who had been battling a nasty bug, had inadvertently passed her germs to Chad during a stolen kiss that had set hearts aflutter in a previous episode. Now it was Chad's turn to succumb to the fever, his usual stoic demeanor replaced by a flushed, vulnerable charm. Kat, ever the fierce and loyal friend, stepped up to the plate. Armed with a tray of soup, tissues, and an unwavering determination, she became Chad's nurse, her every gesture brimming with care. The scenes were a delightful blend of humor and heart, with Chad's grumpy protests melting under Kat's gentle teasing. "You're a terrible patient," she quipped, tucking a blanket around him as he tried, and failed, to suppress a smile. Their chemistry crackled, hinting at a deeper connection that could spell trouble or triumph in the episodes to come. As Kat fluffed pillows and checked Chad's temperature, we couldn't help but wonder, was this the start of something more? The kiss that sparked this germ-sharing saga lingered in our minds, a reminder of the thin line between friendship and something far more dangerous. With Chad on the mend and Kat by his side, Salem's rumor mill is sure to start churning. Sophia and Ari, a collision of past and present. Meanwhile, Sophia Choi's life continued to unravel in a whirlwind of regret and revelation. In a quiet corner of the Brady pub, Sophia opened up to Ariana, Ari Horton, her confidant and mirror to her own turmoil. The conversation was a raw, unfiltered dive into Sophia's past, particularly the heart-wrenching decision to give up her child. "I made a huge mess of it," Sophia confessed, her voice cracking under the weight of her mistakes. The camera zoomed in on her trembling hands, a visual cue to the chaos she was struggling to contain. Ari, ever the empathetic listener, leaned forward, her eyes filled with compassion. "It didn't go as you expected, did it?" she asked gently. Sophia shook her head, her gaze fixed on a distant point. "No," she whispered. "It was supposed to be clean, simple. But it's never that way, is it?" The exchange was a poignant reminder of the ripple effects of Sophia's choices, and we couldn't help but feel the weight of her regret. The episode took a sharper turn when Sophia's attention shifted to Tate Black and Holly Jonas, who were laughing together across the pub. The sight of their carefree joy was a dagger to Sophia's heart, a stark contrast to her own tangled emotions. Her eyes narrowed, and for a moment, we glimpsed the jealousy and pain simmering beneath her composed exterior. Sophia's struggle to keep quiet about the fake details of her child's adoption added another layer of intrigue. What secrets was she hiding? And how long could she keep them buried? A tapestry of drama and unanswered questions. Today's episode of Days of Our Lives was a masterfully woven tapestry of drama, emotion, and mystery. From EJ's cryptic memories and Marlena's ethical tightrope to Javi's haunting past and Chad's feverish vulnerability, every scene was a brushstroke in a larger portrait of Salem's interconnected lives. Sophia's confessions and Kat's caregiving added depth to the narrative, while the lingering question of the shooter's identity kept us glued to the screen. As we wrap up this recap, we're left with a burning question. Who shot EJ? Was it Sammy, as EJ briefly suspected, or could Belle be hiding a dark secret? Will Javi's past continue to haunt him, and how will Sophia navigate the wreckage of her choices? And perhaps most tantalizingly, what does the future hold for Chad and Kat's blossoming connection? One thing is certain, Salem is never short on surprises, and we'll be here to unpack every twist and turn. We hope you enjoyed it and look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe TV Days Drama Digest for more updates on Days of Our Lives.